From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode,
Seat at the Table is a popular series of professional development programs Asian American Alliance hosted each year. Last week, Dr. LATHA RAMCHAND, the IU Indianapolis Chancellor, was lead guest.
Looking for ways to save on your energy bills? AES Indiana has you covered. From smart thermostats to home energy assessments, we offer simple solutions to keep your home comfortable and your costs down. AES can help you save money and energy with kits, tips, rebates, and more. Visit aesindiana.com/ways to save to learn more about how we can help you save money. AES Indiana, helping you discover real ways to save.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com. This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. This Week in Business.
So this is our 8th year of doing Seat at the Table. Every year we sit down and think about what are the new challenges, changing dynamics. And this year is very important for us. One of the reasons is that it's a new administration. We want to understand that how we can make sure that our members understand that how they can continue to have a seat at the table. And that is how we are planning all the speakers for 2025. So in 2025, we are going to focus on 3 things. One is education, because we believe that education is a key enabler of the success. Second leader we are thinking about is that a person who has successfully run for the office, and now they're in state government. And the third person that we have in mind is a very successful corporate leader. So we want to bring all 3 aspects of the community together because we cannot work in silos anymore. I think Dr. LATHA RAMCHAND is an amazing role model. She has made huge impact in just 1 year. More importantly, at IU, we receive more than 5,000 international students. So she has a very good perspective of international students and Asian students. First of all, why they come here, but at the same time, she also has a very defined roadmap for them to be successful here, and we wanted to connect those dots here.
LATHA RAMCHAND, and I serve as Chancellor at Indiana University in Indianapolis. Yeah, so empowering others to do what they can do best is a big part of my role. As leaders, we cannot do everything. And so much of our leadership has to do with how do we empower others who work with us, our colleagues, to succeed. And so to me, this conversation is all about how do we help others get a seat at the table, and just sharing my journey and what I have learned, which is a point of view. People have different experiences, but being able to share that, but really to get questions, to get feedback, and to hear what others have to share from the audience is something I always look forward to. First-gen student, parents didn't go to college, but the importance of education was always instilled in me. And thanks to some amazing faculty I had in high school who encouraged me to think about learning, I came to the US to study, and along the way worked at a bank and decided I loved numbers so much. I went into banking and then went into got a PhD in finance, and then came into academia. And what I realized fairly quickly was education is in so many ways the ultimate equalizer in our society. It allows people to do things that you could never have dreamt of without that. It opens doors like nothing else. And so seeing what it enabled me to do really gave me a deeper understanding of what I could do in these roles. And I had the fortune of being mentored by some amazing people, deans from the past, provosts and presidents and chancellors, without whose support and whose mentoring I would not be here today. And so I look at this role as an ability to serve generations of learners like myself, who may not at this point understand why it's important to get a degree. But I want to assure people that education truly opens doors for you. Look at me. I don't look like many people here. But the fact that I'm here in the role that I serve and able to communicate with you all tells you that education can really do some amazing things for you. And I'm also really grateful to the society, the communities that have supported me on this journey. So the world, if you look at where the markets are, they're increasingly moving outside the US, right? Where is the population growing? What's the demographics look like? We're aging as a society. Europe is aging. You look at Asia, there are parts of Asia where there are huge opportunities in terms of markets, in terms of us being able to take the products we produce here and sell to those markets. So there's a huge opportunity to partner in those markets. Having said that, I still believe that when it comes to higher education, we have the best system in the world. You just have to look at the number of students who come from other countries here and who want to study here. Why? Because the system we have here, despite all its challenges, is the best. And the reason it's the best is it not just gives you information and awareness and knowledge, it helps you think through that, analyze, and come to conclusions on your own. And so if we can take that system and help learners across the world, we have an amazing opportunity to engage with those learners at a point in their journey when they want to come here, learn about the way we learn, and then take it back to their countries and learn to produce and to sell and to create markets, whether it's the real markets, whether you sell goods and services or you sell financial assets. There is a lot of learning that is right now going from the US to these countries. And if we keep them engaged in our institutions of higher ed, we can ensure that we always have those directional, the two-way learning that really makes the world a better place. It's like what makes me excited to come to work every morning, right? It is our students. By far, and I say this a lot, North Star is our students. If our students do not succeed, I'm not doing my job. And when our students share success stories, that just totally makes your day, right? So for our students to succeed, to see them succeed is really what keeps us all going. Now, in order for that to happen, we need support services. We need good faculty, we need good staff. So hearing from all these stakeholder groups as to what they're doing and how we can better support them so that we can collectively support that student is a big part of my daily conversations. And that keeps me really excited. I mean, every day we have so many conversations with so many different groups. We call them meetings, but it's really about listening to their perspective. And they share things that it's hard for me to think about all these things, right? And we use that, we put that into action, and guess what? That benefits that student. That student succeeds. That's really what my job is about. So it's about ensuring that we give people a voice, we invite them into the rooms, and we give them a seat at the table. And that really starts, in my mind, with giving them all the tools they need to succeed. That's what higher ed does. In addition to that, as leaders, it's our responsibility, right, to make sure that we empower them to succeed. So we're always thinking about succession planning. What happens next? Do I have the right team who can take over? And the biggest moment of joy for me when I came here was in my last role, the 3 senior people who reported to me are now all in the position I was at different institutions, right? And to this day, I would say, when people say, what has been your success? That's really success, is helping those people succeed. So.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities Podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunities show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.